Hello, I'm Sherry Augustine Flake, the stress therapist. I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about stress and what it is and where it comes from. The bottom line is, if I asked you to bring me a cup of stress, a bucket of stress, a semi filled with stress, you couldn't do it. Stress isn't tangible. You can't go buy it or find it at the beach or in the woods or anything like that. So that means that we're actually creating it. And how are we creating it? We're creating it by the way that we think about things. This is why people that are super duper poor in third world countries still experience happiness. This is why people that seem like they have had just the worst hand dealt to them and they have the biggest bag of rocks to carry sometimes seem the happiest among us. It's not just thinking positively. This is a lot different. This is actually changing the way that you think about things in order to feel better. So I'd like you to think about when you're creating stress. You're creating it from your thoughts because how you think is how you feel and is how you behave. So if you and I were supposed to meet for lunch and you didn't show up and I thought it was because you were in an accident, then I would feel worried and then perhaps I would call around to the different hospitals. If you didn't show up and I thought it was because you were mad at me, maybe I would feel defensive and then maybe I would call you up and tell you all the reasons why you should be mad at me. If you didn't show up and I thought it was because you forgot, then maybe I would feel responsible and I would call you and tell you that it's time to come and meet me or we need to reschedule. It's all in the way that you think about things. You are creating stress. Stress exists because of the way that you're thinking about things. And if everything in your life you respond to as though a lion has walked into the room, you're going to be stressed out. You need to think about what you're thinking about. I always tell my clients, when you start to feel bad, think about what you're thinking about. And put the brakes on. Hear them in your head. Stop that thought. And think about what's going to make you feel better. Because that's the name of the game. Just feeling good. You are creating your stress, which means you can stop creating it. I'm the stress therapist. Until next time, so long.